Good morning, Scorpios. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's see what the Akashi Records have in store for us. Let's see. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Scorpio's past life want them to use in their present? Scorpios, the 8th house, the house of the unknown, the infinity symbol, infinity, infinite. You're infinite on your approach. Even your venom, we learn, has a serum that breaks down even the hardest shell and makes it raw and vulnerable. Mr and Mrs Scorpios, your sting is the source of serenity, of not just sadness or sorrow. Yes, those are words that describe the sting. But it is through the sting that we learn in humanity to become successful. In order for us to get stinged or stung, we needed an antidote, right? Who better that knew the remedy and how to make than a Scorpio? It's like a cold. You know how a cold is created and you know how to clear it. See? It is when I tapped into my Scorpio side of self to understand that knowledge. This is what people come to you. This is why people see Scorpios as success stories. But they don't know, Mr. and Mrs Scorpios, the behind the scenes of your life that you had to live out for you to know that knowledge. That's why a lot of times when you think of the biblical text or the story of the snake and convincing Eve to bite the apple, the snake is Eve. The snake is Adam, just in an animal form. You have taught, that just came into my mind's eye. Then that meant that you knew that. That is your DNA. You have, that is the aura that you bring off. So let's see. Let's see. 2, 1 to come out. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Of course 2 should come out, right? Of course 2 should come out. What actions will Mr. and Mrs Scorpios bring out in October 2018? What hidden talents, what highest quality of self will they show through actions in the month of October? Okay. Month of October. Okay. Got it going, Mr. and Mrs Scorpios. Let's get it going. Okay. Did you know from having, usually when I do the readings, I usually just have one past life card come out. But now since 2 wanted to come out, your energy is so strong that it said, no, I need 2 past lives to tell me how I can use in the present, that it changed even the decks of cards that I have pulled out for you. So now the 9 decks of cards that I normally would pull out is now up to 11. So you went to the 8th house. You're the 8th house, Scorpio, and you're going into the 11th. Aquarius. You're tapping into the Aquarius side of yourself, your organization, your network, brand. Whenever you get a chance, Mr. and Mrs Scorpio, look at on Kiki's Doorway reference, the year of the Aquarius. The year of the Aquarius, that would definitely be very useful. I watched that 2 months ago when I started, and it's definitely been helping me. So let's continue. Your past life wants you to know that your past life, your present, is influenced by your past life, right? They say if you want to know where you're going, know where you came from, right? And where you have came from or come from, Mr. and Mrs Scorpios, is you come from the house of finances. That is of finances. Scorpio's house is of other people's monies, right? Other people's resources. People came to you or are going to come to you like they have in the past life. In your past life, you were that merchant. You were the clergy, or I would say right now, I keep feeling merchant. You were the tradesman. You were the person that looked at a person that wanted to do trade, and you looked at their natural skills and abilities and showed them how to create a finance out of that. Now in this present life, how you will be flourishing is by looking at people's finances through their natural abilities. You are very intuitive. You're a sorcerer, Mr. and Mrs Scorpios. Sorcerers is not a bad thing. It's like making soup. How do we make soup? We add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and we stir it up. See how that S? We stir it up to make this one solid meal. Mr. and Mrs Scorpios, you're going to look at what are the 5 things that you can promote to build your finances up. You're going to look at people around you and their natural abilities and talents and how to promote them in making money. I wouldn't be surprised, like personal agents or artists, PR agents or artist rep agents, advisor. You're a person that, like an agency. You're like a talent scouter. You know how to sniff out the letter S, sniff out people's talents and show them how to use it or how to showcase it as a career, as something to build up their finances. And how you have gathered this information in the past is, again, by also being of trade or by being a authority showcaser, authority as individual, authority as an individual. So your greatest hidden talent is you are innately authority figure. You are our first introduction to entrepreneurship. You are the person that, like show business, the show must go on. You are that person. You are that anchor for others to display their individual artistry. In order for an individual to display their artistry, they need an agent to showcase it. Mr. and Mrs Scorpios, in the month of October, going into the unknown, into your birthday, have your birthday present to you and to others be showing that you are an agent for artists, that you can showcase people's artistry in reality. The first week you're going to be showcasing that agent side of you, that artist agent, is you're going to become that cherry. You're going to go back down to the 7th house. You are the 8th house. You are infinity. You are the magician. Before you tap into your magician side, before you go out there, well, you are going to go out there and become that magician. Before you fully get on this horse, in that car, in that Uber, in that limousine, to connect to the people that you can start showcasing their artistry, you're going to go into the 7th house of Libra. You're going to weigh out not pros and cons, but you're going to weigh out what is the first 3 people to talk to and how to tie their artistry to other people that will need their service. So if you have 3 artists with 3 different talents, you will know the 3 places that they can showcase their artistry and the 2 ways they can display it. Masculine and feminine energy. What is their masculine and feminine energy as that one artist? How do they display that masculine and feminine energies through their creativity? These are things you're going to be weighing out before you take charge. An important achievement, self-discipline. You're all about self-discipline, the letter S. You're about self-discipline. But you're going to recognize where you got the self-discipline from and how that self-discipline has built nations, finances, and individual finances. And how it also cultivated to make a country that recognizes their spiritual side, that knows that their finances is connected to their spiritual side. Scorpios, you are a spiritual being. You are a spiritual healer. You are a spiritual teacher. And one way that you have shown, or one way that you can show your spiritual side, is by showcasing other artists, by showcasing people like yourself in the public's eye. How you would do that is by letting go the 3 things that you don't need, whether it be, you got 5 things, right? Just like the 5 elements. Earth, wind, well, it's 4 things. I put 5 as us. So let me do the 4 first. Earth, wind, water, fire. Then spirit, our bodies, ourselves, right? You have 2 cups. Earth, do you want to keep your earthly cup? You know what it takes, Scorpios, to stir up finances. So that's a cup you want to keep, right? That's the cup you want to keep for the present. It's in your past, so you're going to keep that to your present. So your financial cup you're going to keep. What other cup you going to have with your financial cup? Would it be your emotional cup, which is tied into your intuitions? And Scorpios, you have a spidey sense in intuition. I mean, like, so spidery that people look at you like, you are human, right? I know you're human. I see you human, but you remind me of that spark that a creator can make. But you're human, though. How is that? Or are you going to have your financial cup with your passion, your fire? Are you going to show their knowledge of finances through your fiery passion, through that Leo house, that 5th house? Or through the Aries, the 1st house? But 5th house is better because Aries is in Leo. So will you be showing your fiery passion through the arts with your financial cup? Will you be having your financial cup with your air, with air? Would you be showing how to promote artists through your communication? Or will you use your physical body with your finances? Will you physically go out and find the right people that can connect and making the artist have a business or be recognized for their artistry? These are things you're going to be thinking about. Things not turning out the way you hope. So again, now you know why it's not turning out, because you don't need that many cups. If you were at a restaurant, would you want to see a waiter with 5 cups in his hand or her hand? Hell no. I'd rather see 1 or 2 cups, because we got 2 hands, 2 arms. So if they're going to have a cup or cups, it should be 2. And now that you are seeing that analogy, you're saying, okay, I don't really need these 3 other cups. It's too much. It's too heavy. I could come back for those other cups. You're Scorpio. You know how to go into different dimensions. So you know that you could get those cups back anytime. But what are the 2 cups that you know you can use right now out of the 5 that were mentioned earlier to bring out that success, to be that artist rep, to be that PR agent, even for yourself? And how you're going to do it? 2, 4, 6, 8. You do it in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You went from 5, twiced it up. You thought about it. You thought about those 2 cups. You really thought about those 5 cups. You even thought about what are the 5 cups. Because even though I named the 5 cups, each of us as individuals have things in our lives that we can have as 5 things. So once you went back over it again, like a boss would, you stepped into the 10th house of yourself, which is a house of Capricorn. You know that the devil's cup is nothing wrong with it. You know that because you are the underground. You are Anubis. You know that we need the light and the dark. We need the good and the bad in ourselves. And when you have figured out those 2 cups that you can use to help other artists in their showcasing, even within yourself, how you're going to showcase yourself in the service that you are going to provide for other artists, people and yourself, first of all, you're going to step into the 10th house. You're going to be the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to be, that's the highest card in the deck, 10 of Pentacles. A very happy life will be surrounding you. Your financial security, again, you are the house of finances, of other people's money. Your financial security will not just improve, but it will become even more fluid, more fundamentally solid. And when you have fundamentally solid in anything, it does not waver, it does not break. You're starting to find the magic, Mr and Mrs Scorpios. You are the sorcerer, so you have always found the magic in the little things, but now that you are stepping into your own, who you are, who you really want to be, and how you want to connect with others, you're starting to see the magic in the little things. Even in how you had to let go of those 3 cups. The will, look at that. You are connected to source. You are connected to your Aries side. Your identity is here in your movements. So when you move and connect to artists and showcase who they are through their talents, both in their emotional cup and in their spiritual realm, people are going to come to you with a positive change of ideas. They're going to come to you with open opportunities. They're going to come to you with a situation that suddenly needs your expertise, your movement. Fortune is on your side. How are you going to walk into the second week? Remove this. Second week of October is by tapping into the moon. You are in the 8th house. You already know your fiery passion. You know what gives you that drive. Again, and in my mind's eye, was felt earlier through your energy, through your love, was now you're going to start soaring. Now you're going to go into the 9th house. 1 + 8 is 9. You're going to become that Sagittarian. And you're now going to go out into the world and start showcasing not just artists, but you're going to first start to showcase your service. To attract other artists, you're going to showcase your service. What it looks like to be a PR agent, what it looks like to be an artist rep or artist scout or artist agent, what it's going to look like to find service for artists in this planet, on this world, in this earthly world. You're going to also tap into the High Priestess. In this picture, you're connecting also to your High Priestess. The snake, which is you, Scorpio, the secret of knowledge. You're here with the moon goddess. You are going to tap into your High Priestess side of yourself. You're going to have more psychic insights to how to thread your talents in connecting with others. Even how to showcase their talent in other establishments. Events behind the scenes. You're all about behind the scenes. That was felt earlier. So release fears that hold you back. When you release the fears that hold you back, because you are the snake. A snake is not afraid to peel off its skin, but it knows that it has to go through the stages to peel off its skin, to peel off old skin, to bring in new life. That is you, Scorpio. Don't be afraid of yourself, even through your animal totem. I'll be putting your animal totem in the reference. I put Scorpio, but I'm also going to put the snake as well. page of Earth, you're going to communicate. How you're going to communicate your services is by being more logical in your approach. That's why you went into the 8th house. Before you went into the 8th house, you went into your 7th house. It was felt earlier. Your 7th house. Your 7th house, the Chariot. The house of Libra. To weigh out how you are going to be honest in your delivery. How you're going to use your intuition as an impulsive niche. Your intuition is a niche. Figure out how to use that as an impulse. Because impulse is curiosity. Curiosity is the first house, Aries. You are the first house. Challenging information. Your fears are your foundation. Is your financial fruitfulness. Is fear. You know about fear. You are that house. So we got to start practicing. Me and you both. We got to start practicing our fears and how to make them into a solid foundation. Delays or doubts. Delays or changes to plans. Delays or changes to plans. Delays. You will have a delay because, again, you're going into the moon, to the high priestess, and that means going into the ethers. That takes some time, whether it be through meditation, whether it be through walking, whether it be if you like to take baths. Try spiritual baths as well. It's also on Kiki's Doorway reference. Truth delivered without tact. You're bringing the truth. No one is coming to you. And if someone is coming to you, they're going to come to you as the page of air. They're going to come to you. First, they might come to you as the page of air because you might intimidate them. They know that you are a success. You can make anything a success. So they might come to you in hypothetical questions, or they might communicate to you in your honest opinion. So watch out for events or a person to come into your world to ask you a question that will require you to use your service. How you will be stepping into your last week of October, going into November, into your birthday. Wow. 7-7. 7-7. And you had 7 earlier, the Chariot. 7 times 3, 21. 21. 21. Who had 21? Whenever you get a chance, check out Gemini. I just finished doing Gemini. That would explain the page of air. Your first objective, or your first merry-go-round, or your first way to display your service is by reconnecting or connecting with an air sign. The reason why I thought to say reconnecting is you might be surrounded by an air sign that has a really great talent and skill, but they might be concerned on how they're going to bring it out. You being a financial advisor or know how to use other people's abilities to build up their finances, you are that scout. Communicate with that person. Communicate the 7 ways, again, the 7th house, how they can display that talent. Be that agent for them. Monitor how they use their 7 skills and talents. Be that monitor for them. That way, it keeps the Gemini grounded, because Gemini's one key element that they get concerned about is, are they grounded enough? And they're going to need your sorcery, or they're going to need your, not sorcery only, but they're going to need your stability, Scorpio. Scorpio, stability. They're going to need your stability and how to promote their talents in 7 ways. So you're going to have to communicate with that air sign, Mr. and Mrs Scorpio. That is going to help you with your finances as well. When you help others, they help you. Naturally, you know this. That's one thing that I know you know. Plans that need revision, of course. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. More than meets the eye could be who you want to contact. Think about the air sign. If an air sign comes to you, now is the time to think about those 7 ways. It could be in 7 days. You could stretch out those 7 skills once a week. Use one skill once a week. That's a way to revise a plan, right? To create that poor timing into prosperous timing. Another way you're going to communicate with this air sign, whether it be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Connect with one of those signs. Or if you have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra in your life, connect with all 3. These 3 need your help in how to promote their artistic service. Find out by defending your beliefs. Again, when you communicate, you are going to tap into that house of Capricorn. You are going to be still in the house of Libra, but you're going to show you're passionate. So use that willpower, the house of Leo, the 5th house. When you communicate with the air signs, use your willpower, meaning the skill that you have. What made you have the will to go and commit to that service? That will give people the understanding of why you defend your beliefs and your decisions. That will give the air signs that you're going to be collaborating with that they can too stand their ground with you. By you standing your ground. Again, the S, stand your ground, Scorpio. Choose your battles wisely. When you communicate, you don't have to communicate in a combative way, in a confrontational way, because you're going to be received with open arms. So, serene, seduce the people you got to communicate with your words and with your willpower and your passion. Use how you would make a stew, how you would make your sauce. What kind of ingredients would you want to display your service to attract the people you want to collaborate with? Because how they're going to see you is the Ace of Fire. By you doing that, they're going to see an exciting new opportunity with you. They're going to want to make their career more advanced by collaborating with you. So change your life, or your life will be changing right now. So until we meet again, Mr. and Mrs Scorpio, your sting is your success. Your sting is what makes others successful. But rather than sting, now you're going to start seducing instead. Seduce people to collaborate with you. Seduce people in seeing how your service can make them a success. Serene them with how you cultivate even in your world. I love you. We will see you on the other side.